No knots in, just drink.
Okay. Oh. No. 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 Oh. Next set fucking down. I don't wanna be here no more. Let's get this shit. Oh fuck. Ugh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's not fucking. Holy shit. Okay. Form it. Already fucking pumped. I only did one set of this shit. How heavy this is. I don't know if it's feeling heavy. Ah! That's all for me. Woo! Okay. Okay. Ooh. That was fucking heavy. Woo! A little lighter and fuck my life up. Holy shit. I'm gonna go home after this set. Just fucking hit it and go home. Okay. God damn. Hello, hello. I'm tired. Like they beat the shit out of me, dude. Ooh. Well. Welcome. That was my leg day. That was kind of fucked. Thought it was fun though. I don't know what to do, because I know what my first exercise of leg day number 2 is. Well, yeah, I always know, like, before I go into the gym is what I'm going to do that day. And my contemplation was, do I do pendulum or leg press? And I went, I'm not feeling the best. Especially since I was thinking of doing a hinging movement today. I don't know if I wanted to put, like, pendulum doesn't do that much pressure on your back, but it does do a little bit. Not a ton. But I just wasn't feeling it. I have no excuses. I just was not feeling that pendulum. Like, I wasn't feeling doing pendulum today. That's okay. That's why it's fun. But I am progressing, which is nice. My hamstring curl, my first set was 225 for hamstring curls. And then I did a drop down for my second set to 210. That is a big weight significance, but it didn't feel that much of a difference except for the reps. Like the first two were butter smooth. Third one a little harder, fourth one a little harder. That fifth one was not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. And then like six I could not get for the life of me. Couldn't get it at all. That's okay. So I dropped the weight by like just pretty much a stack little weight things. So which it looks like they go up by 15-pound intervals. So that was fun. I had fun doing some sissy squats because who doesn't love sissy squats, dude? Apparently people actually don't want to grow their legs. I'm kidding. I can't say that with the size of my legs are right now because on a technicality my legs aren't that much bigger than most people's. So I can't be talking shit if I'm not even up there in muscle mass. Like, even if I was bigger, like I don't think I'd be talking shit because everyone likes their exercises. I got me and my friend, if we ever work out together, he's not the most interested in my workout plan and my sets and reps because on a technicality, they don't work for him. Like, it's not even a technicality. They just don't work for him because he doesn't like the whole less reps, higher intensity thing. And also, he's, like, done it a few times. And, like, he stuck with it for a bit. And he didn't see much growth in his upper body or lower body. When he started doing more volume, he saw more growth in muscle mass. So that's good. Like if you were like he was also talking to me about how he was testing out new exercises to see like what worked for him and what didn't, and crazy. Like the idea that he could that he's not gonna just do a cookie cutter split or a cookie cutter reps and shit. He's gonna like figure out his own thing, which is cool because he's gonna find out what he likes and what he doesn't like, and what works for him and what doesn't work. Like on a genuine note, like that's the fun I find it very fun. Like, because if he did my type of split, he wouldn't have fun with it. Like, he doesn't find it interesting, and he would see muscle growth because he's working out. Like, you're gonna see muscle growth no matter what if you work out. If you push yourself hard enough, you will get better. So you will get bigger and you will get stronger because the more weight you move, the more you have to recruit units, like motor units, which is most of the time muscle. So, but you will get to a certain point where you should do more reps just for safety reasons, and because you can always just do one rep of everything, be done with it. But your likely chance of getting injured is crazy high because you're just hitting that shit as hard as possible for one amount of time. Like, I've seen like 1 rep maxes that lasted a minute because I just fucking had to grind that out. But I was like, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Like, goddamn, the hiccups is crazy too. But like stuff like that is fun. I find it entertaining. Like, if you want to go on the internet and find some novel exercises that you think are cool, or find exercises that you think would be fun to do, go do them. Like, find, like, if your split is like push-pull legs, or your split is full body, and like you're like, oh, I want to do this, do it. Like, and you already planned out your workout, but you're like, I just saw this during workout, I should do it. Write it down, do it the next time. Like, you don't have to do the same thing over and over. It makes it easier to track if you do that, so you can track how much muscle, how strong you're getting. It makes it way easier to track and see how much growth you're getting. But if you're not like so anal about that right at this very moment, like, you're just feeling out the gym, seeing what's going on, what's not going on, that's okay. Like, you can and will try new things. It's not the end of the world if you can't, if you're not going to stick with the same exercise. It'll make it harder to do. Like, it'll make it harder for you to see progress. But as long as you are happy and enjoying what you are doing, you will get bigger most of the time. Because that means you will push harder because you're having fun. Because you're going to get to that point where you're like, I didn't move as much weight as I thought I could. That's not fun. That's not as cool. This fucking car is blinding the shit out of me. God damn, bud. Get me out of this blade. Jesus. Anyways, but like, stuff like that is fun. Like, I like trying out new things once in a while because I was like, oh, I might like it, I might not. And that's what I did today with legs. I was like, this is leg day number 2 of my slip. So leg day B. I usually do a leg press and go on to doing leg extensions. That's it. I didn't do leg extensions today because I wanted to do sissy squats today. I did not think that machine that I like, that hack squat, would be so damn heavy. Even though I know it's heavy, I didn't think it was gonna be that heavy. Like, sissy squats are a whole different level of like strength. Because if you can do sissy squats like with a plate or two, you are strong. Like, you are strong. Like, think about it. Like, Tom Platz did his whole, I think it's sissy squat leg extension thing with a plate, and everyone knows how big his legs are. Well, that was him demonstrating it. Was with a plate, actually. I think he did 2, which is crazy. Like, the idea that you can just get crazy strong at that, and you will most likely get crazy big legs, because it is what it's doing. Even though you can't do maximum force output because you're not using your whole foot, you're on your toes, so you're mentally, like, this is subconsciously, you won't be able to push. Should I turn on that light? I don't think so. It was green. Okay. Mentally, you are going to you are not, like, subconsciously, you will, like, use That's okay. But you don't need maximum force output to get gains. Is it like, will it be more beneficial? Yes, because then you're finding out how actually strong you are in this certain amount of reps. Cool. But if you were going on your toes a lot and going like down to your heel and then fucking back on your toes as you go down, cool. You can rock back and forth on like hack squats, sissy squats. Is it a proper sissy squat? No. Does it make it a little easier? Yes, because once you go back onto that heel, you put maximum amount of force, so it's easier. But if you stay on your tippy toes the entire time, even when you go up, as you go down too, the stretch in like the midpoint of your quad, I don't know what it's called. Like, it's just like that like middle muscle in your quad gets a big stretch. I get a big stretch from doing it. I might be the only one, but I also get a big stretch from like leaning back and like doing leg extensions that way. So that could be another reason. It's just some people are built different. Like, they have a different type of mind muscle connection as well. Like, she's what? Like some people don't feel their quads at all when they're doing squats and feel their hamstrings working in squats. I think it's cool. Yeah, Greg Doucette has talked about this on multiple occasions. When he does squats, his hamstrings get so sore and his quads aren't that sore at all, actually. Like, his quads don't get that sore from squats, but his hamstrings get a ton of soreness. So, like, it could just be, like, his hamstrings are working more in squats than his quads are. And that's an interesting thing, because, like, squats are technically a quad-dominant exercise. It's a full leg exercise, but doing the squatting movement, it actually will, since your knee joint is doing this, your quad has to activate to get out of that. So your hamstring as well, when you get into the squat variation, it's not as activated, but it does activate a little. That's why if you see a lot of like power lifters, their hamstrings are still fairly big, but they're not as big as a bodybuilder's because they're not focused on that hamstring growth. They're focused on getting that squat, that rep, that weight up, like the higher weight. So like their quads will grow. But if you feel it in your hamstrings a lot, that's okay. That means you're just different. That means your body is working differently than everyone else's. You're outside of the box. You're that statistical outlier. But that's okay. Like, you don't have to be the statistical norm. You don't have to be the middle of the bell curve. Because, like, it's not fun being in the middle. That means you're mean. You're the mean. That means everyone else branches off of you. But if you're the mean, like you're the medium, and like you're that middle of the bell curve, that means every time a science study comes out, it'll most likely work for you because you're technically the person they're saying that it'll work for if you're that middle. But not everyone's that middle, because guess what? Even no one's that medium. They take the outlier and everyone else out. Like the outliers, stuff like that, who like grow substantially a lot from this training, and those who substantially don't, like who are not growing at all, and then they take the middle and find out where the bell curve is. But no need to throw out studies that like say, oh, this would most likely work because of what this says. Don't throw those out, because they will work for you. It depends on where you land on the bell curve. If you're more in the middle, it'll be that's why you have to test it out for yourself. Never just like listen to someone tell you what to do on an exercise. Let me rephrase that. Don't let someone tell you this is the best exercise for this type of muscle. That's what I mean. Listen to people who understand what they're saying. Great. Do that. Like, you want to listen to someone who has a ton of knowledge on the subject they're talking about. You want to be able to listen to that. So you don't want to be that one person who doesn't listen to any reason. Like, I know. No one knows more. Some people know more. No one knows best, is what I meant to say. What I'm trying to say is, if anyone tells you that they have the best the best movement first, this like muscle or this type of person, they're talking out their ass. They're talking out their ass, because you are not that mean. No one is. I have never met someone in my entire life who can sit, who stays in that box of a study, and it works just fine. Because you're human. You're not that. There's gonna be physical differences. There's gonna be differences in all types. Like, let's do the example of the bicep. Everyone loves biceps. Number one, it's probably because they look good in shirts and shit. But like, let's use the example of a bicep. My bicep is short, meaning my muscle and my tendon length is longer than my bicep. So where it connects, my tendon, you can see most of my, like half of the tendon, and there's just a gap where my bicep should be. Not should be. Yeah, should be. We'll go with that. Let's go with that word. And then the other half is my bicep, the actual muscle. My friend, his biceps are long as shit. Like, his tendon, like where his biceps insert to his elbow, the tendon is all the way at his elbow, and the bicep goes from his shoulder all the way down to his forearm, pretty much. It's like when he flexes it, it looks very flat compared to mine, but it is damn well more filled out. And that's just like a little example. We can go off of height. He is also taller than I am. So when he does squats, he will most likely need a plate under his foot, or we will have to do a different type of exercise instead of barbell squats, because he will have to lean forward because his femurs are so much longer than mine. Just that simple thing. Or the crazy thing, like, I've talked to him many times, and like, there's people who are just as tall as he is. He is a very tall guy. And he gets most of his height from his legs, because me and him have about the same size torso. Like, our torsos are about the same size, but his legs are just very long. And he's met people whose like legs are fairly short compared to their height, but their torsos are long. The fun thing about bodybuilding is you want longer limbs compared to your torso. If you look at like the best bodybuilders, their torsos are actually smaller than their limbs. So like, if you see a bodybuilder who's got like a very big torso, I think we could use Nick Walker, because his torso is actually very tall compared to his legs and stuff. Nick Walker's limbs are fairly short compared to his torso, so his proportions look a little weird on a bodybuilding stage, because when he does his vacuum, his torso gets very elongated, and his arms don't look as big because of that, even though his arms are massive. If you've ever seen that guy in person, I think his arms are like 26 inches, 27-inch arms. Like, his arms are massive. His quads are like 32, 35. Big old quads, dude. And his midsection is like a good, I think, 36. No, I think think it's like a 34 or 32. Like his midsection isn't small, but his also torso is just very like long too. But he's a phenomenal bodybuilder, even though he has a longer torso. But if you make him stand next to someone who has a shorter torso and longer limbs, they will actually look a little better, because our eyes are drawn to limbs more than they are drawn to the whole torso. Because think about it. What do people talk about when they first get into the gym? What do they want first? Like every man I've talked to, the first things that come to their brain is big arms, big chest. Nothing else. Like, until they get like more into like weightlifting, they are like, I just want these two muscle groups to be very big. So they train them a lot, and then voila, they got their goal. But then they slowly get into it and go, my legs aren't that big. That looks weird. But if you've got like shorter arms, you still look amazing with big, juicy arms. It's just everyone likes arms because we're always wearing a shirt or something. So like it's really hard for you to be like, I don't want big arms, I don't want big limbs. Like that's weird. Why would I want that? I want a big torso. No one said that. I've never heard anyone say that in my entire life, that they want their torso to be bigger than their arms. Because guess what? It looks a little weird. I've seen people who they're like, I think I'm considerably one of those people where their torso is kind of like overpowering because of the way, like, because of how it is. Since my arms aren't big enough to look decent like that, so my arms look skinnier than they actually are. Well, thank you for my TED Talk. Thank you for my TikTok. Bye bye.